Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCGFAM show to you, my YouTube buddies. What do you got going on? Let me know in the comments. Let's just get right into this. This is an update show. We got some updates. Let me see what we got here. Comments from the comments. Uncle Matt said, great show, Bob. I can't imagine wearing a hoodie. He's referring to the video we did the other day where we were wearing hoodies. He says it's 100, it's 92 degrees there in Texas where he is. 106 heat index. What's that mean? Is that kind of like the reverse wind chill? It's hot. It's real hot there. Anyway, his son is gardening too, and he said his son was getting a little tired of mixing up the nectar, and he was asking about Nature's Pride. Nature's Pride. That is an excellent idea. Very cool. Great products. You should consider that. But also, if you're using nectar, but you're not one to do the mixing so much, especially if you're outdoors, you might consider the one shot, which is pretty much nectar dried up in dry format. So maybe give that a consideration too. Thanks, Uncle Matt, for the comment. Let's see what else. Richard Dolan, thanks, Bob. This is in reference to the video we did on Monday. Also, he says, Bob, I had the impression that Bloom Chaos was to be used by itself and not mixed with other products. It was used with Full On today. Is that recommended? Good to see you back. Well, thanks for welcoming me back. I'm glad to be back. Oh boy, I was busy with that whole sale thing with the big customer appreciation event and sale. It was a great success. Got to see a lot of you guys. Boy, we had a good time. But that's over. Back to the show. Solid on the show. But let's talk about this Bloom Chaos situation. Getting some Bloom Chaos here. Hold on. Bloom Chaos. Yeah, when you're using it now when you're using it in root drench, you mix it with all your other stuff, but it's very reactive. So once you get the Bloom Chaos into your mix, you want to get that on your plants as soon as you can. But that's when you're doing it in a root drench situation. When you're doing it foliar, use it by itself. That's what I do. That's what I think most people do. That's what Tim McCormick recommends. But Jake doesn't do it that way. You know what they say, different strokes for different folks, and it's very true because while Jake may not do it like we do it, he's getting great results. You saw his garden. It's amazing. So I think the main thing with this is, there's a lot of rules and guidelines and things you should and shouldn't do, but you really need to look at your garden. And that's what Jake's real talent is, I think, is that he does stuff, he tries stuff, and he observes the results of it, sees how it goes, and adjusts accordingly. So while it's not the standard procedure, it's obviously working for him. You might consider it for yourself, but handle with care when doing that sort of thing. That's that. Rebecca Mannion. Rebecca? You had some questions, a lot of questions, a lot of good questions, and I'm not going to get into them yet because I talked to Scott Ostrander about some of these questions from Nectar for the Gods, and he said that you'd also contacted him, and he sent you some answers, but I want you to know that even though you probably got some answers from Scott, and you're probably handled on that, what I'm going to do with all these questions you had is we're going to get some experts in here. Try to get Scott on the show to talk about this stuff. You mentioned some IPM pesticide stuff. We're going to get Mariah LaChapelle to come in. You mentioned some stuff about cultured biologics. We'll get Tim here. We're going to get Tim from Cultured Biologics. We're going to get all these people in here and start getting into some of these questions. It's going to be probably next week before I get that worked out, but we're going to get those answered for you. A lot of great questions. We really appreciate you taking the time to put that all down on the paper, and we're going to, into the comments. We're going to get that going. What else? Root dip. Carl and I did a video. Carl Gorka from Microbe Life, he also does Blacksmith Bioscience, was here, and we did a video on root dip. I would show you that video, but can't find it. Lost it. I think I did? I think I formatted the card on the video camera and erased it before I had put it on the computer. So the root dip video is gone, but I was just talking, actually, you know what? There's a video we're going to be doing in a few minutes here that I'll show you. Carl's out roaming Colorado. He was at a grow shop today. Some real cool cats out there. I'm going to show you that video in a minute, but Carl is going to do, maybe this evening, maybe tomorrow, a video with us. We're going to talk about root dip, and then we're going to do a special thing on root dip because we think it's a pretty nifty product because it's a root enhancing thing for stimulating root growth that doesn't use any kind of hormones. So we think it's a neat stuff. We're going to do a special sale on gallons of it. Super good price on it. And also this whole month, anybody that buys anything in the web store, OCGFAM.com, we're going to put a sample. I got all these boxes from Carl. These are all sample sizes of root dip. Plus I got a bunch more. We're not going to run out. So I know this probably doesn't look like that much, but it's, you know, that's like, I don't know, there's like 12, 24, 40. I got enough for everybody to get one all month long for all the orders. I got a big pallet of it downstairs. So if you buy anything from the store, you're going to get some root dip to try out. So that's that. Full power. I've got that on the table here because someone asked a question in the comments. I should have wrote down what it was, but who it was. But they asked what the difference was between Humix and Fulvix. And I thought that was a pretty interesting question. And also people will be like, well, you know, I don't need full power because I use Zeus Juice. But evidently, this and this, while similar, are not entirely the same thing. And you can get some use out of this. So I think either Dr. Faust or Shelby, who was at our customer appreciation event, is going to talk to us on the screen or stopping by about the difference between Humix and Fulvix. That's going to be a good episode. So I'm excited about that. More guests coming up. Carl's going to be on the show. Carl Gorka, our ambassador of Quan. Tim McCormick from Culture Biologics. Mike from Full On. Remember Mike? We did the thing on the TV. He was talking about agriculture and stuff. We're going to have a longer form talk with him about some pretty interesting stuff. He's an interesting guy. Jake Kraken. We're going to talk about that whole thing with the bloom chaos and all that and some other stuff and maybe have a special guest with us on Friday. So Friday, me and Jake back in his garden again talking about garden stuff. And then I think we're going to be able to get Scott back on the show again. Scott Ostrander has been absent for quite some time, super busy, but I asked him if he could make some time for us for some questions y'all might have, or we'll figure out something to talk about. Maybe talk about the soil in the one-shot. That'd be interesting. Anyway, that's what's going on. Now, I've got a video of Carl. He's out in Colorado. He was at a grow shop out there. It's kind of interesting. I think you might enjoy it. So watch that, and I'll talk to you after, or if you get bored with that and you just move on, I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Watch the video. You'll like it. It might be okay. It's fun. Watch the video.
But hey, Bob.
Yeah.
I got a store out here in the middle of nowhere you got to get on.
All right.
And you know what? Here's the crazy thing, Bob. You're going to love this.
Uh-huh.
I go in there. He goes, aren't you the OCG crew? I go, well, I'm friends with the guy. He says, I watch your videos all the time.
Nice.
You and Bob are great. So anyways, they love nectar. They have it here. If you Google on the map where Cannon is, it's out there. Okay? It's way out there. So these guys are the only guys by themselves out here out of Pueblo, about 38 miles. Okay, so they want to give you some love and do a video. So this is Jesse.
Jesse, what's going on?
You guys all right being on a video? Because I got flipped off earlier.
Yeah, that guy was not happy, Carl.
All right.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Brett. Yeah, nice to meet you, man. So that's the home of nectar right there. That's talking to you.
Nice. We sell a ton of nectar.
Nice. Very cool. Where are you guys at?
Canyon City, Colorado. So we're a little bit west of Pueblo, right?
Yeah, about 30 miles west of Pueblo.
Like out in the mountains out there, the desert, or?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're about an hour and a half southwest of Denver.
Yeah, there's mountains every direction except for east.
Beautiful. How did you guys get started with this? What were you growing before, or what? How did it get started?
In working at Hydro Store?
Yeah.
Yeah, growing and as a customer, and eventually they started asking, "Hey, do you want a job?" And, that's how it started for me.
That's how it goes. It's just like being a hooker. First you do it for fun, then you're friends, and then you do it for money.
Yeah, now you're teaching people how to trick.
Nice.
But so I've been with Grow Generation for almost 4 years now. This is my second store I've been at. Jesse's been with us for a while. Brett's our newest associate here, but everybody likes him better than like us.
Nice.
I'm also a hometown guy, so that helps.
There you go. Yeah. Well, cool. Well, you guys, is Nectar taking care of you with stickers and shirts and all that stuff?
We've never really gotten any promo stuff with Nectar, other than just like the pamphlets.
They got some one-shot.
You're gonna get some. I'll make sure you get some stuff.
We are probably one of the only grow gens in Colorado I know that sells a good amount of nectar.
Nice.
Every area just has their own niche, Every area does.
One guy gets started with something, then everybody else starts going along with it if they have good results, I think.
So they have a customer day. When's your customer vendor day coming up?
August 11th. August 11th. It's a Saturday, second one in August.
August 11th, Bob. If you can make a note of it for Scotty.
Absolutely.
Because that's good representation out here.
You know it. Yeah, we'll be happy to.
Yeah, we'd love to have you guys. We're just in the planning stages now, but we're gonna definitely have some barbecue going on, live bands, and see what else we can figure out. We're gonna kick around some ideas and see what we can pull off. But it's definitely gonna be a good time.
Very nice. We'll make sure they send you out some stuff so you got some stuff to give away and have some fun with.
We'll have that next poster at a primo location when everyone's going through.
Beautiful. Very cool.
Yeah, so I have a counter banner for him, Bob. And the number 4 soil's right over here. Look at that.
Nice.
They love that. And again, we got our gear on the shelf. The Nectar gear is on the shelf. And they brought it in initially just because of the growers. So they're bringing it in more and more now.
Popular demand.
Again, the Herculean harvest is the big player as well.
Yeah. The Bloom Chaos, they're doing anything with that? Full line of the stuff, or what's going on with that? Yeah.
Well, that's Jesse.
With the Bloom Chaos, since this is most of the people's first run with the Nectar,
Uh-huh.
I haven't been pushing a whole lot of Bloom Chaos until they get done.
No, smart.
We got probably 5 or 6 customers who will be chopping their first harvest with it within the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Doing small indoor stuff for the wintertime, giving it a try for the outdoor. But so far, I mean, everyone's been loving it, and maybe next year we'll really hammer out the Bloom Chaos and see how it treats people.
No, that's smart, because
They don't want people locking up their gardens coming off mostly synthetic nutrients.
it's a risk-reward thing with that. Pretty much everything else, it's hard to mess it up. But you can get some good gains with the Bloom Chaos, but you can also put yourself in a hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
So. Then you doing some one-shot for the outdoor season, working on that?
Honestly, the one shot has been going pretty well, but we have such a good, strong following with Down to Earth.
Oh, I gotcha.
Kind of been hammering it.
Oh, no. Yeah.
It goes with people who want to run the full line.
I gotcha. Very
So
cool.
it's trickling out one way or another.
Nice.
Maybe I gave him some one-shot sample bags with your stickers and gear on it.
That would be awesome. Do you got some stuff, Carl, you can give him? Some Nectar stuff?
Okay.
Yeah, remember Scotty sent me out with the one-shots with the business
Yeah.
sticker bling.
Nice.
So this is my second round. Probably when I come out in September, I'll need a revamp of it all because we'll be out.
Okay. We'll get you some banners and stuff. We'll send some stuff out, too.
Yeah, but I have a few banners I drug with me from our event last week.
Nice.
For the counter. So maybe I'll give that to him. I'll do a pic and send it back to you. You can throw it up on your page. Do you have any question about the page, contacts? You asked me earlier, Jesse, about sending information. What's the best way to send that?
Probably just straight to our emails, Jesse at Grow Generation or Jason V at Grow Generation.
Okay. And they like your videos, Bob, Jesse in particular.
That's awesome.
That's what I was telling him when I first started working here. The manager at the time, she knew how to do hydro. Taught everyone hydro, and so all the outdoor growers were going hydro styles. And watching your guys' videos is what kind of educated me properly on how to do all the organic stuff.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. Well, let me ask you that then. If you I'm trying to revamp the show. I'm calling it season 2. I want to kind of take it to the next level stuff. What kind of stuff do you think you guys would like to see from the show?
That's a good question. I'd have to think about that one.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people say, more describe every bottle, and then also I've heard let's get deep into each little topic on one episode. Mixing it up or pH, and have an episode of each thing. Kind of try to have those all indexed out to where you could have you could just search on what you need.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Or two on that.
Yeah. Very cool.
So pass the word on to Scotty that his educational videos
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
get a lot of mileage.
Cool. Absolutely.
So people like this that we talk to, it's nice to get that confirmation.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, thanks for FaceTiming with us and everything. Very neat. Neat to see what's going on out in the world.
I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Bob.
All right, Carl. What's that?
I said thank you for being there.
I'm happy to. Get back with me in a little while. I want to talk to you about root dip.
All right, so yeah, but make a note for these guys to send them some goodies if you want.
Oh, absolutely. Can you text me their address and stuff? I'll make sure some stuff gets out to them.
I'll send you a picture of their car.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, Bob. Good deal. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed that. That's the show for today. Buy stuff on the site. Get some root dip. Use the code OCGFAM show to save 20%. I love you, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Ooh, that's not good. I dropped it. It's probably okay. For more information about anything on today's show, go to our website, OCGFAM.com. And if you buy anything while you're there, use the code OCGFAM show. It's going to save you 20%, and it's a lot of fun. The OCGFAM show, it's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCGFAM show. See you tomorrow.